Hello again, everyone. So the thrift stores are not back to their usual selves yet, but I did have a much better trip this morning than I've been having the past couple of weeks. Even last night, Amanda went to the every Wednesday 50% off sale on a different thrift store that we only go there for that sale, and it was one of the weakest trips that she's had in probably the last like 2 years. It was like one of the worst trips, and things have just been empty. But it was a little bit of a blip today, some good stuff today. So thankfully, it's not been every single time. The dry spell is still going, but not the way it was. Hopefully, this is a good sign of things to come, or maybe it was just a one-time thing. Whatever. I'm just happy about it. So went to the bargain room, found some VHS for the store, Dragon Ball GT Ramifications, and two Beavis and Butthead VHS tapes, which are kind of getting harder to find. They actually sell pretty well, as long as they're in good working condition. A lot of these will sell for $5 and up, depending on what they are. Like a Christmas special, I think it's like $15 or whatever. So depends on what they are, but they're worth grabbing for the little bit there. And I found one beta tape. I started scouring through that whole thing. Then after that, looking at every VHS tape, double checking, looking at every bin. There was only one random VHS tape, random Betamax in there with all the VHS tapes and everything. But it is a Woody Allen's Manhattan. And open it up there. So one beta mixed in there. But yeah, once I found this was one of the first things I found. I was rummaging through that whole thing, but this is the only one that was in there. So I grabbed that. On the music front, just a couple things here. Def Jam's Rush Hour soundtrack. And the Comedy Store, which is a bunch of stand-up comedians, features Jim Carrey, David Letterman, Louis Anderson, Jeff Altman, Richard Pryor, Bob Saget, Sandra Bernhard, Pauly Shore, Arsenio Hall, Whoopi Goldberg, like a whole bunch. So I'm going to check that out and see if it's something that I would want to hold on to, and if not, if it's worth the resale or whatever. But that was just by weight. Found not a lot in the book front. That was still pretty dry, but the DVDs and stuff were kind of coming back. Found one volume of Samurai Harem manga, and just a couple of kids' books. Not a lot. Some Magic Treehouse, and one of those Ever After High books. That was about it. Everything else is pretty much either complete junk or in super bad condition, to the point where it wasn't even worth looking at. I found two video games, Pac-Man World 2 on PS2, and for the Wii U, EA Sports FIFA Soccer 13. If it wasn't for the Wii U, this would not have been worth picking up, but for the Wii U, pretty much grab just about anything. If it's super cheap like that, like less than $1 or $2, that's worth grabbing. And then another small stack of DVDs, the Berenstain Bears Christmas Tree, a double feature of Joseph, King of Dreams, and the Prince of Egypt. Unrated Cursed. Never heard of this one. Max Magician and the Legend of the Rings. Never heard of that. John Candy and Who's Harry Crumb. Harrison Ford's Firewall. The 2-disc collector's edition of Sling Blade. Marvel Wolverine and the X-Men. Monster High 13 Wishes with the slipcover and everything. And this one I want to check out. It possibly could be horrendous quality, given the way the cover and everything looks, but I want to see it. It is My Music, The Big Band Year, A Sentimental Journey. It's meant for people in their 80s, but I think I'm going to really like it. It's rare footage of songs that were during the big band era from the 30s all the way through the early 60s. So I definitely want to check that out. A lot of these songs are songs that I really like. So I've got A Girl in Kalamazoo, Tuxedo Junction, Sing Sing Sing, I'll Never Smile Again, Green Eyes, These Foolish Things, Boogie Woogie, Dream, Minnie the Moocher, Heart and Soul, Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree, At Last, I love At Last, Harbor Nights, a whole bunch in there. So I want to check that out and see if that's any good, because I really love music from that era. So that was the bargain room. Again, it was okay, but hey, at least we found a little bit in most categories of things that we look for, and it's better than it has been before. Bargain room then went to the main room. Same story as usual. nothing. I mean, and it's weird because every time you go in there are workers with carts full of stuff. They're not putting new stuff out. They're just moving stuff around. For who knows what reason. Just shuffling stuff around. This one Broken Ninja Turtles thing has been there for like 3 months and has been in like 8 different aisles now. So far, it just moved around. Whatever. So it has been not good. But I found one thing scouring through the shelves, looking through over by the board games. I found for $4 an N64 case. So for all your cartridge games, open that up here. So in fantastic shape, and it's definitely a step up from we just have all of ours in a clear like plastic tub, all our N64 cartridges, because we have all loose cartridges. So I'm going to clean that out, and that will be for all our N64 games and stuff, which is fantastic for only $4. And it's funny, the stickers on here, you have 2 different like Pokemon ones, and you have Ike from South Park, and it's really just, those little stickers are definitely from the era, from the time. So I found somebody's N64, so, you know, storage unit here for the cartridges, so that was worth the $4. I'm glad I found that, and the regular one was not a complete waste. So, a halfway decent trip. It's not back to where it was, where we'll see next week how things are going, but at least it wasn't a completely dead day again.